I've been living here now 12 years. And my goal from day one was to try to create a place that if I had to be here every day of my life, I could find happiness. Through the years, I established gardens and all kinds of buildings where I can be in and do different things. It's not the lavish lifestyle, that is for sure, but it has given me such great happiness. Life is like a canvas, and it's up to you what you're going to write on your canvas, what you're going to draw, what picture you're going to create of your life. Some people, that means they want to be really successful in the corporate world. They want to paint a picture of skyscrapers in the corporate world and them being at the head of it. Mine picture is I want to be the head of my own little heaven on earth. And for me, I've done that. I'm still not finished. There's things I like to do, but I did create a world that's my world. It wasn't easy. You know, we always see these movies of, you know, the Victorian age and the prairies and the beautiful gardens, but a lot of times it's a lot of hard work. And one of the things I really need to work on is just remembering that I need to stop and enjoy what I've created. So I harvested some of these herbs. Now we harvested rosemary. And we also have lemon verbena. It's early morning here, so the sun has risen right over here. So it kind of puts a different cast of lighting on my video. But you know what? That's life, that's nature. So the sun rises right here, and then the sun sets over there. I ran out of trays, so what I'm using is cardboard boxes. And I line them with this beautiful cloth that I dyed in coffee grounds. And you would never even know that it's not an antique box, wooden and things like that. It's just a regular box, and it works out perfect. Many times at the end of the day, I just get so tired. Then I come out here, just sit back and just take a little break, and all the herbs and everything drying in here, it does really replenish your spirit. There is something about your spirit that affects your body, and your body affects your spirit. That's how we're wired. That's how we're made. And doing all of these things create a peaceful environment. It doesn't matter where you live, really. It doesn't matter where you live. If I can turn my old 1963 double wide mobile home into my own little heaven on earth, you can too. I've really been enjoying my life lately. I think it's time for me just to slower my pace of living. And while I do have the 2 channels, which a lot of people think makes up a lot of time, it does, but I'm really don't go away very much anymore. In fact, I think I went a whole week really without going away, and the more I'm home, the more slower pace I can live. And so it's a lot of fun for me to just be home. And I think that's one of the reasons why I loved creating all these different areas and spaces, is because it's just given me a sense of home away from home. In other words, I'm not just in my little mobile home, but I can be out in all these different areas, and it just gives me a new perspective on life. So I am going to be going away somewhere really special with my birth sister, and I will have videos of that on this channel. And I think that, you know, I just really want to come into your life and come into your world and share with you peace in the midst of a storm. And, you know, we're hearing all of these things about, you know, Russia and China and presidents and America and wars and rumors of wars and just so much stuff. And it's really hard for me to emphasize more that it's important that we not reflect on so much of that. Yeah, we don't become naive, or we don't have our head buried in the sand. You know, we don't want to say, oh, nothing is happening. But yet, it's really important, though, for our own mental health and for our own life to not focus on that. Now, some people can handle it, but even the people that say they can handle it, it becomes so infiltrated in their life. That's all they talk about. This is gonna happen and that's gonna happen, and oh, well, I can't believe this is gonna happen. I wonder when this is gonna happen. And to me, it's very disturbing. And that's just me personally, because we need to live in the here and the now, you know, and we pray for all of these things that are happening in the world. And we pray for peace. You know, I don't think anybody wants bad things to happen in the world that we're living in. You know, we pray for peace and we pray for safety and we pray for encouragement and all of these things, but we have to somehow, somewhere, sometimes just say, I don't want to partake in all of that. And that's just me. And, you know, I'm really struggle with the whole, I want to share with everyone, you know, how to prepare. I want to share with everyone how to do things a different way. Share with everyone all of these things. But yet I don't want that to be all what I'm about, because for me, it comes from a heart of caring for people. And this is a heart to heart, and this is just sharing with you that I think we can live this way and do these things, but not doing it in a fearful way. And so I think one of the hard things for me is when I do videos, peaceful videos and things like that, it seems like, you know, well, people, that's boring. It's not sensual. It's not dramatized. It's not, woo, you know, it's, you know, this and that. And I think it's really sad, because eventually it's going to affect people in a way they don't realize it's affecting them. Your body and your spirit can take so much of that, you know, of watching the news and reading the news and watching videos and, you know, this and that. Your body can only take so much of that if it's negative. And then after a while, all of a sudden you start having mental illness issues and issues of anxiety and issues of depression. And these things don't happen overnight. And so it's really important to keep everything in perspective. You know, yes, the world may do this. Yes, it may do that. It might not do this. It might do that. And the prices of the, you know, all of these things, we have to keep it in perspective and know when to draw the line when we're becoming too obsessed with it. And I do believe a lot of these people, while it's sensualized and it's hyped up and right now it's getting views and everything, I do believe eventually, after they do so many of these, it's going to affect their spirit. It has to, because it's not peaceful. And I do believe that no matter where you're living in times, I do believe though that you can still regain your peace and have your peace even in the midst of horrible things that are happening. I do believe that. And I want to equip people mentally and emotionally to have that in place of how they can have peace when these things happen. Because if you wait to try to learn how to have peace in your life till after all these things hit, your body's not going to be able to handle it. But if you're equipped now to have peace and know what to do when your body's too stressed, when these things happen, the transition will be easier. And, you know, I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I always say that. But I know through it all that we need to not focus on that. We need to focus on comfort and peace that the Lord gives us. And you have two choices in life. We've always had two choices. See, we have a will, and that is, our will is to become bitter when bad things happen to our lives. Our will is we can become negative, we can become resentful, we can become vindictive, or we have the choice that we can become peaceful, that we can become giving and we can become kind. And so here am I. And that's hopefully what you gain from my videos. You gain knowledge, understanding, but yet you gain a wisdom on how to sort through all of this. You know, we are living in a very prosperous times, even though things are bad. If we only had a glimpse of the life that many people live around the world, we would be we would be shocked of what is going on with people around the world. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys.